Sup, buttholes?
I don't know that you should call people buttholes, but hi!
Alright, bungholes. Is that better?
This is a different day, so if we were talking about something, I apologize in advance. We probably should have accounted for that.
Yeah, let's just kind of go with the flow, talk about what's on your mind.
What's on
Chill,
my
play some
mind?
games.
Have you seen those mangoes on those trees?
Those are, if I could figure out the freaking controls.
They thick.
They are thick. I like mangoes. They're my favorite fruit.
I guess maybe they're coconuts? I don't know.
I don't know.
These
I don't think-
high-end graphics, it could be anything we want. Wow, that's different, huh?
That clip, though.
I put on my happy shoes. For the love of God.
Alright, I'm done.
Where do you want to go? You can pretty much go to any levels you've been to before. Essentially, if you get enough shine sprites, I think in general, you can unlock the next place. I don't know that you have to specifically play that world until you get the next one.
How did you get on fire?
Oh, as they always do. This traveling merchant.
Why? Okay, I'm figuring it out. Okay.
It has been a little bit. I won't date it, but it's been a little bit since we last played.
Yeah, and the inverted camera controls are not my friend.
Hold down R halfway, and then you can walk and shoot.
Yeah, I mean, and then the whole.
I got sucked in.
How is he not out yet? Do you know how much water this is? We're in a drought, mister.
Looks at ocean. We're in a drought, mister. You actually do get something for putting it out.
Oh,
just to like piss you off a little bit more.
Is it worth my time? Is it a shine sprite?
I think it's a blue coin. Pretty sure. If he gives you a high five, my bad.
Swear to God.
Have you thought about fucking
Thanks,
yourself?
Abondo.
There you go.
Yeah, give me that blue coin.
Ba-bam. Dude, that's fucking arson. That's messed up. That's a
I think that
traveling
we
merchant.
unlocked a new thing over here, or I might be imagining that.
Yeah, probably.
Let me-
I think. Oh no, because we were doing Gelato Beach.
Oh yeah, where's Gelato Beach?
That way, over in the lighthouse.
Oh yeah, isn't that like across the way?
Yeah, remember I was telling you that there was a golden bird with the shine sprite,
Yeah.
and then there wasn't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. That was smooth as fuck.
Thank you.
He might have just cracked his skull, but you know what? He's got a
Worth
hat.
it.
So
I'll be like, yeah, but it was so smooth though.
That's what my dad used to tell me all the time. He's like, you don't have to wear a helmet, just wear a hat. So that way, if like your brains spill out, we can at least collect it easier. I was like,
Hey, better than a colander.
yeah. You're a badness, tilt slam bam.
Tilt slam. Alert, alert. Just look at the top of the tower.
I like that he should be voiced in like a super calm manner.
Alert. Alert.
Just, alert.
Look at the tower.
Alert. There's a big fun caterpillar.
It's like if you have time.
I mean, if you're not busy, like, I don't know. Like, I tried to get him down, like, totally did, but, like, I just couldn't do it.
I don't believe you even tried. I mean, look at all of them. They're chubby, lazy fucks.
Have you guys thought about stacking up on top of each other and making a giant Pianta line? You can do anything. A giant
What is
Pianta mech.
this? Is there a thing I can break this open?
Your feet. It's pretty much a water refill, but also you'll get different novels.
Oh yeah, isn't there one that makes it so you can go faster in water or something that's a little jetpack?
Yeah, there's 2 other ones, I think. Yeah, one of them is pretty much like you just launch into the sky. So your mission is
Yeah, get the guy off the top.
I would so there's mirrors,
Yeah, I gotta get the things off.
and you want to hop on those. You can either jump on top of like a tree. I think the one back to your right is the first one because they have more and more as you go.
Oh, okay. Oh, and there's a tree right here.
Yep.
Oh, would you look at that?
You got me walking around the car. You're doing great, man. I just want to tell you. Oh, I didn't even finish my thought. See, there's one that launches you into the air like super high up, and then yeah, the other one is I think it's literally called the turbo nozzle. That thing is so goddamn fun.
Get the fuck off.
Spray it with water and try to upset the balance.
I am. How is this not upsetting them?
So
Get off you.
So you want to spray them, but then you want to kind of launch them off with another technique, if you will.
That was not the technique.
That was a technique for sure.
That was not the technique, though. Why, can I just, like, jump on them or something?
How much, well, I guess I should ask, before we get too far along in this game, how much do you want me to help you?
I mean, enough to keep pacing up, I guess, would be the short answer.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure I can attempt to, like, figure this out.
I'll be mindful of the missions that are, like, fun if you don't know, or I'll, like, let you kind of get an opportunity to try it. You don't touch it. That's your hint. You don't touch it, and you don't shoot water. We shoot water to get it to the edge.
Okay, and then
think about gravity. There you go.
That does not make any sense though.
They're little ducks with suction cups for feet. I don't think that's their goal.
I'm not letting my degree in physics go to waste.
Well, I'll tell you what. I want to see a full-blown experiment of strictly just ducks with suction feet. They're just hauling ass wherever the fuck, huh?
Yeah.
And I want you to create some sort of patent where I can buy
Suction
one.
ducks.
Suction ducks, physics edition.
Suction ducks, they don't suck.
As
I already got the slogan.
Suction ducks, they don't suck.
Suction ducks better than a goose.
Suction ducks, they don't even fuck.
I ever told you about the time that I literally kicked a goose, like, into a pond?
No, I would remember that.
So, I don't do it as much anymore just because it's hard to find time to do anything as you get older.
Kicking geese?
Well, I mean, specifically kicking geese. It's hard to find time for that in my busy schedule.
That's like all I want to do.
But no, like, I'm sure you experience this too, but as you age, the responsibilities just get greater and greater, and it's like...
No, I'm still 5 mentally, but...
I mean,
I can
mentally,
understand.
but, like, schedule-wise...
Now, hold on.
That's, so, like, it makes it hard, so I don't bike as much anymore, but that's not necessarily, like, important for the story, but...
That's an example to...
Yeah, so I used to mountain bike a lot, like, every day, and one of the places that I like to mountain bike has, like, this little pond and a quarry, and there's usually there's ducks in there. Someone released a bunch of, like, goldfish or something, so there's, like, a giant swarm of fucking goldfish in there. Don't put your goldfish in ponds because they get big and they just, like, they're invasive. They, like, kill all the other,
really?
actual fish. Yeah.
Like, aggressive as hell? Like...
Well, they get big and then they get aggressive and they'll, like, and it's not even necessarily that they're, like, fighting and killing like the other fish. It's that they just sorry, I'm trying to concentrate.
You can knock off one at a time if you need to. Just so.
But they
But you have to do it like on the opposite side. It's hard.
Dude, get your fucking hell ass suction feet over there.
But so, like, how big do they get? Like,
holy
holy shit, that guy's fucking gone.
I mean, think of like a koi. Not quite as big, but like kind of that build, if that makes sense.
I've always thought you were kind of cool.
I mean, about what?
Just in general.
But anyway,
that's
so
decently sized though.
So I mean, that's just kind of giving like perspective into like what's all in here. There's usually like some ducks and stuff, but some geese had like made this place. I can't do it now because that does not make sense.
That's called leniency. I think you meant thank you.
Thank you, game, for not kicking me out this time. Anyway, so I like to mountain bike, and geese moved in, like Canadian geese, and they're...
Sorry, I just can't ignore his head just rolling off.
Yeah. And why doesn't he come after me, you know? Like...
Oh, he will. Don't worry.
No, okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Do I launch him into oblivion, too?
Kind of. So yeah, this is a busy pond of sorts.
Yeah,
people throw shit in it.
Yeah, and I mean there are a lot of like children and stuff that go around there because like the area that has the pond is like the family area. Like you can push like your stroller up to because it is like
you can push your favorite geese.
Yeah, and so like it's busy, and this goose became really aggressive and was like chasing my bike and like bit at my tires and like bit my ankle and stuff. And so I got off my bike.
That's it. That's enough for me right there.
And went to like go around it. And I was like, dude, don't try it, because he's like honking at me, doing like the whole wings thing. And I fucking booted it like it was kickball, because it like came after me. Fucking booted that fucker, and he landed in the pond, and he was floating, he was breathing, he was fine. And like
he landed in the pond. Couldn't find the top part of him, but
I mean, I didn't like kill the goose, but he didn't try and come back and come after me again. And I'm like, okay, I did a community service, because that goose now knows that it can get fucking booted from a person, and so it tries to go nip at like a kid or something. It's not gonna try it now.
That's where you come back, like you go ride that same trail like a year later. There you go. Wiggler ahoy, full steam ahead.
Full steam.
Gelato, Wiggler.
Gelato Wiggler.
So he's on a preset path.
Okay.
What I'm saying, it'd be hilarious if you go back to that trail like a year later and you find him and he's got like a big fucking scar and like
just like comes after me.
He's like missing like a chunk of feathers and shit, and he's like this gang of geese. They're all like feminine and long eyelashes. You're like,
oh no. And then what it's gonna be is that he's not gonna be around anymore. There's just gonna be like one goose, and he's just gonna be like, my name is Goose Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to get bit. What the fuck do I do? Dude, chill.
I'm Goose Montoya. You broke my bill.
You kicked me in the ass. Remember that?
So, a little hint. Do you remember how you got the sandcastle to pop up?
Oh, yeah. The fucking... Do I water the flower on its head? Or no, it's walking right over this thing. I imagine that I just like stick this right up in its panty hole.
Always. That's my favorite place to put anything. Whoop. Boop. Oh...
Hey, I mean, you gave me leniency earlier, and you're not going to do it now.
It is a lot more lenient than you think, because I was about to tell you this. You can spray it beforehand, and then he can run into it. Oh. You don't have to, like, launch him up. I wasted so much time as a kid doing that.
Oh, Jesus. It's not going to fly, SpaghettiOs. I don't know what fuck that means. I don't know why the words in that order came out of my mouth.
No, Spaghetti-O.
Came out of my mouth.
That's such a dad thing to say. Like,
it is.
All right, let's get this show on the road.
See, that's the other awkward thing about being our age is like
I think about being a dad.
I mean, being a dad is awkward. That's part of the job.
If you're not awkward, you're not a dad. I like how the guy just sits there and he's like,
oh my God, I'm fine.
The whole world's falling apart. Whee! Nice. There you go. Okay, rush him. Switch your nozzles. Nice. Oh, no!
That's...
All I see is belly! And booty! It's like Battle Block Theater. Everything's coming together like butt cheeks!
Like butt cheeks.
God, we should play that.
God, have you seen that video?
I miss playing that with Zach.
It was like at the DMV, and they're like telling jokes, and this lady is like talking to her coworkers. And she's like, can you believe that they're still together after all the shit they've been through? And they're like, who? And she's like, your butt cheeks.
Shabooty hole.
Hit that. That is some...
Oh, no, you got him.
Okay, well, like, that's going to be some...
Right on the butt. Different one.
Yeah, I'm spanking them.
When things, like, line up, like, with your movements and stuff, it feels so right.
It really does.
Oh, I can't remember who posted it.
I wish that my nose whistled when I was really mad at someone.
I don't. That'd be horrible. Everybody would know. Where the fuck did he go?
It's like, oh, that's fucking Will.
Holy shit! I don't remember him going up on the goddamn hill.
He's just going to outer space.
He's actually gonna kill somebody. Oh, I think it was L. If you hold it down, the camera falls behind you.
Oh yeah. Or if you tap it. Ooh, sure, y'all.
Or maybe it's like halfway. It was something like that.
I mean, it snaps if you like click it. Where are you even going, Buster Brown? Anyway, okay, so that's the thing about being our age, is that, like, I just went on a trip and part of it was, like, interviewing for new jobs and all that kind of stuff, and the guy that was, like, my contact that I was networking through to get these jobs, he's a good friend of my girlfriend's dad, and, like, one of the...
Sisters, brothers, aunts, uncle.
Twice removed son-in-law. Anyway.
And we married. I don't know. Figure out who that is. Good luck.
What is this? You were over here and now you're not. Run into that giant bump. I'm just going to wait it out and see if he comes over here.
He gets set on a predetermined path.
I mean, that's why you're saying, but he was over here to begin with, so...
I think... I think maybe that was just a sequence, like that's what he did after you hit him that time, but I think he's like stuck over there. I think
you might be right. But like, I mean, Aaron and I are in our mid-20s.
Oh, go and say it.
So
go and say. You know, every time I say that at my job, everybody goes, "Oh my gosh, you're just a baby," and I'm like,
oh. It's like I got bills and taxes just the same as you, lady.
I'm on Social Security. Yeah, I know.
I got the diabetes and Medicaid. It's like, okay, you look like it. Sorry, that's terrible. It's like, how old you say you're getting? 19. Woo. Things been rough. Please don't run me over. Please don't run me over. Please don't.
What's that phenomenon that God, we have like fucking no attention span when we play this game.
Yeah, I know, it's terrible.
I apologize in advance for anybody who watches this series.
They're like, just get to the fucking point.
You're gonna have like 20,000 incomplete thoughts, but you can always yell at us if you want, because that usually does something.
Because we're into that shit. Why in the water?
It just so happens I like that. Ooh, you hit the wrong boop-a-doop.
Well, rule 3 is dead. Oh, I was like, did you just like turn into an island and sit there?
He became an island.
Hey, he turned into sand.
What the fuck were we just talking about like 2 seconds ago before I said
Anyway, so this guy is a long-term friend of my girlfriend's dad, so that's how like the networking thing, possible job opportunity kind of stuff is that her dad reached out to him. So I call this guy, they live in California, so he lives in California. So I had to fly out there and meet him. But I talked to him on the phone the first time, and one of the things that he first asked, he's like, so have you put a ring on it yet? It's the first thing. So now that we're that age, like, so at least
it's constant like question. It's just, you know, there's a path that everyone's supposed to follow.
Yeah.
Or like you're at this age, what have you done?
It's like when I was your age, you know, I was sold to your father at age 19 for a business venture.
Let the record show.
I cost 19 goats.
Let the record show. We make some horrendous jokes, but we're good people.
That's terrible.
We're good people.
Hey, I'm a firm believer that anything can be joked about, anything can be made fun of in comedy. If that's the point of it, you know, once comedy becomes malicious, you're making fun of someone, not of a concept. That's when it, like, if you're using it to attack an individual, that's where it crosses the line. But like, exactly. I think anything can be funny, and anything is the realm of comedy. Yeah,
and I think you know, a big movement right now with the whole Black Lives Matter and all the different. I mean, a lot of people are really sensitive to it, especially right now. But there's been, I mean, years and years of like comedians I've watched and YouTubers and streamers that like they make jokes about it and their audience accepts it because they know that their intentions are not hateful. They're not bad people. They don't legitimately disrespect any sort of ethnicity. It's just like it's a joke.
I mean, comedy
laugh at yourself.
Is just commenting on like social situations and things like, because that's what all comedy is like, oh, this one time I was doing this, or is it funny when this? It's all comedy is situational comedy, and so it's when you're making fun of the situation,
especially
and not
improv.
The person. Oh yeah,
if you do improv, it's you're gonna step on someone's toes because you say stuff like it comes out, but like I don't know, we have pretty fucking. We have bad jokes. We'll bring them on here, but just let the record show we don't. Yeah, that's not.
So it's never a malicious intent. It's just comedy
for Bird. Comedy. He's always trying to hurt people.
Yeah, and I mean it's the same thing of like Bo Burnham does that. There's this guy named Cat Williams, and he has a great piece. He's a black man. a guy
named Cat Williams. Like it's just this one guy like Terry Crews.
I mean he gets super sweaty when he does comedy, which is hilarious. Like he gets so worked up that he just like has rivers coming out of his forehead. But I think it was him, but he did this great piece about like everybody needs a black friend, everybody needs an Asian friend, everybody needs a white friend, and he's like talking about why, and it's just so.
It's so hilarious because I mean that's why stereotypes are there, because they're funny, not to like.
Yeah, I think he has 3 specials on Netflix, so it's worth your time to go watch them. It's really funny.
I watched them, but it's been a minute.
No.
Cade Shine Sprite. Next episode, bye.
Next time I'm getting you Rico Harbor.
Rico Harbor?
Rico Harbor.
Balls.